Charts in Microsoft Excel is used to show a visual representation of your data. In this video, we're going to be showing us exactly how to present your Microsoft Excel data in different types of charts. On our screen here is a data about the total revenue of a company, and we have for the first quarter up to the fourth quarter. So if you are asked to represent this in charts, suppose you have a presentation to make. Actually, having these figures like this might be so uninteresting. So how do you represent this set of data as a chart? You can use Microsoft Excel charts to do that. So what you just need to do is to select your range of data. Is that right? So head on to Insert, then select any one of these charts that you can see here. So under this chart section, you can see recommended charts, you can see this column or bar chart, you can see this line chart, you can see pie charts or donut chart, as the case may be. So if you want Excel to recommend charts for you, you can just click this recommended charts and it brings up this for you. So you can go with any of these, but also notice that there are some charts that work best with some certain types of data. Like in this instance, the pie chart will be a very good fit for this set of data. So selecting the pie chart, you hit what? OK, and it brings up this for you. So you can go ahead to select the chart style that you want from here. Right, always want it dark, and you can see the legend. So you have the blue showing the first quarter, and you have the one that has the largest, which is what, the fourth quarter, which has about 9.5. Is that right? So you can go ahead to rename your chart title to what? Total revenue. Right, always make sure that your chart has a title. Very, very important. So you can easily copy this chart to either presentation software, that is PowerPoint, or your Microsoft Word. Is that right? So you can copy it. You can move this chart to a new worksheet. Is that right? So you can go ahead to save this chart as a template and all that. Now you can format chart area, which is exactly what we have here, to suit your needs. Is okay. Now you can also show so that your percentage for each of these pie section is displayed within. As you can see, if I hover this, showing 27% for third quarter, this is showing 35% for fourth quarter. But I can go to quick layout to show how my chart is displayed. Is that okay? So this is showing first quarter and all that. So, but in this case, it's showing the percentages. I think this one makes sense the more. So selecting this, then I can go ahead to format each of these elements within it. So just select it, then bolding it. So I'm going to make it darker. Alright, so it's going to make it black so that it will be visually visible. So I can increase the font and I'm good to go. You can also click any of these guys to format it accordingly. So you can make it bold, so you can increase it, then I think this is okay. So this is that about Microsoft Excel pie chart. So suppose we want to move this to a new worksheet. So you click on move chart, so click on new sheet, right? So you can say what? Pie chart, rename it pie chart for total revenue. All right, so you can just rename it as this, so hit OK. So it will simply move the chart to a new worksheet for you. So when it gets to a new worksheet, notice that this your percentage becomes more smaller because it's now on a bigger screen. So you can just go ahead to increase it the more. All right, then now it's already bolded. Then this one you can also go ahead to increase it the more, so that it will be visually visible. How simple can this be? Now we go ahead to look at more simple charts that we can work with. All right, before we go to the next chart, another way of representing this is using the donut chart. So the donut chart is under pie chart. So you have this donut chart here. Is all right. So it's almost the same thing, just that it has a hollow in its middle. So you have the 3D chart. So whichever one you want to use, you can easily make use of it. So this is 3D chart. So this is the donut chart. So it actually changes. So you can insert pie chart, 3D chart, and donut chart, depending on what you want to achieve. So to look at other chart examples, so here is a database for Madam Expensive Restaurant, and this shows the orders made per plate of food. So have these different types of food here. I'll have the different orders made in January. I'll have February. All right, so I have March and all that. So how can you visually represent it within a chart? Now you select the whole set of data, then you go ahead to recommended chart. Please notice that in some set of data, there are some particular chart that you cannot use. Like you cannot come to this set of data and use pie chart. Is that right? So because using pie charts will deny you of some major, look at what donut chart is showing us. Look at what 3D. So using pie chart will deny you of some major insights. Look at the data that is selected in this case. So what this pie chart did is just to select the months and the name of soup. But what about the different orders made within? So it's not showing us that. So we go ahead to ditch that particular type of chart. So we'll be using recommended charts, and one of the recommended chart is this clustered column chart, which is still the same with bar charts. Is okay? So when you hit OK, you notice that it brings up this for us. Now you notice that all the values are made use of. Let me just close this so that I have a more better view of what you're working with. So at the y-axis, you have a different orders made. Is okay? So make sure that when you're selecting your set of data, you don't add total. All right. So at the x-axis, you have the different names of soup. Then you also have the different months within that particular period. How about this? So you can just go ahead to rename this title to what? Orders made. So these are the different orders that were made in Madam Expensive Restaurant. And you can also do something with this kind of chart. You can actually use this switch row to column feature. Is okay? Notice what happened when I click switch row to column. You notice that all the different kinds of soup will now be categorized within the months. All right. So when you switch rows, you now notice that all the different sales within each month for the different soups is now categorized. So depending on how you want to view your data, you can actually do a whole lot. Now you can also go ahead to format your charts. You can select a style that you want. I don't know why black or at least is appealing to me. You can go ahead to change colors depending on the color set of color that you want. That's all right. So let us just leave it as it is. You can also decide to go to quick layout and select the ones you want. All right. So you can have this as this. So there are a whole lot of things you can do from this. Is all right. So just make sure that whichever one you select is decent enough for anyone that is looking at it. So I can decide to go with this. So I can rename this axis title accordingly. Is all right. So at any instance that you want to add or remove an element, you can click this chart element, this plus icon. I can either tick and untick any of these to add or remove them. Is all right. So if you want to add data label, you can tick this, but we don't want it. If you want to add or remove chart title, you can untick this or tick this. But remember, if you untick it and tick it back, the chart title will be reset. If you want to remove or add the axis title, you can tick and untick this. This is exactly how you can do all these things. Alright, so clicking it on it again, it disappears. So let me just leave it at this. So this is exactly how to create a clustered bar chart with this kind of data. Notice how we were able to select our set of data. We didn't include total orders. Is all right. Now we are going to create one more type of data before we round up with this video. If you are getting value in this video, go ahead to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also like and share this video. So in this set of data, I have heights of 3 seedlings. Is okay? So I'm just going to copy this because I'm using that as my chart title. They have the time in this, they have the different heights and all that. So just select this range of data, go to insert, right? So you can see, go to recommended charts. I can see these different, so you can see these different chart types. Now you can select any one of these to see how it appears. Is it okay? Now you can also notice that the different fruits is as represented, and you have the days in the what? Y column. Is that right? Now what this is trying to tell you is that as the days increases, these 3 heights increases. Is that right? But the one that grows highest is the dogoyaro tree. Does that make sense? So this is a visual representation of what is happening. So for day 2, you have the lowest growth happens for the orange guy, and have the highest growth happens for the dogoyaro guy. On the 30th day, the highest growth is still happening with the dogoyaro guy. So we can still select our chart, then just double click it to bring this, and we can format it with our chart style. Then you can go ahead to add quick layouts depending on what you want. Is all right? So I always want this one that has axis, X and Y axis. Is all right? So for this chart title, I copied it earlier. I'm going to paste it here. Height of 3 seedlings. Is okay? Then I want to move this chart to a new worksheet. So I come here, move chart to a new worksheet. Click here. Then I'll just paste the name, just like I've done before. And I have this. So these are the different ways to create beautiful Microsoft Excel charts. And it is also very easy to achieve. Hope you've gotten value in this video. Go ahead to watch the video on your screen that shows you how to use Microsoft Excel for HR professionals. Excel made easy.